Alright, welcome back to the end of row 6. We chain 2 and close the round with the slip stitch into the uppermost replacement stitch. In row 7, we stop increasing the stitches for our petals. We start with 3 chain stitches for the height, then into the second stitch we crochet 1 double crochet. So for all the 9 double crochets of the previous round, we crochet 1 double crochet in this round. You can see that we have a color change here. I don't really pay attention to color changes in patchwork pieces like this one. I just crochet all my 10 patches for the stole with whatever color the bobble cotton changes to. This gives you 10 completely unique patches that you can arrange later in the design. In between the 2 petals we chain 2 and then crochet 1 double crochet around the chain of the previous row, before we chain another 2 stitches. After that we crochet our 9 double crochets into the 9 from the row below. Four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then chain 2, 1 double crochet around the chain, and another 2 chain stitches. Continue with the next 9 double crochets. Repeat these steps until the end of the row. Now we close row number 7 with 2 chain stitches and a slip stitch. Next is row 8. We chain 2 for the height and crochet 1 double crochet into the second stitch. For the following 5 stitches, we crochet 1 double crochet each. 2, 3, 4, 5. And for the last 2, we crochet 2 double crochets that we then cast off together. You know that from our second round. Then chain 2 and crochet a double crochet into this 1 double crochet right here, and then additional 2 chain stitches. Then another double crochet and 2 more chain stitches, and we reach the next petal. Into the first and second stitch we crochet 2 double crochets that we then cast off together. Then 1 double crochet each into the following 5 stitches, and for the last 2 stitches we again do 2 double crochets that we cast off together. Chain 2, 1 double crochet into this one here, chain another 2, crochet another double crochet, and chain 2 more. And like that you go all around the 8th row. So, almost done with row 8. End the round in the first double crochet. Next is row 9. You can get 4 stitch markers ready if you like. I use these ones from my Addy case. I'm going to show you in a second what these are for, but first we chain 2 for the height and a double crochet into the second stitch. After that, 3 double crochets into the following 3 stitches, 1 each. And into the following 2 we again crochet 2 double crochets that we cast off together. Okay, so in this row, which is row 9, we're gonna start building up the corners for the first time. Up until now we did all of the 8 petals and all of the 8 spaces between the petals exactly the same. But now we build the 4 corners for our later square patch. Because of that, I'm gonna mark the second space in between 2 petals with one of my stitch markers. Please don't mind that I suddenly have 9 petals in this one here. When I had to reshoot part of this tutorial, I accidentally crocheted 9 instead of 8 petals. Then I mark the 4th space. Just follow the tutorial as if I had 8, the steps are the same. The 6th, and the last one. So that I now have 1 space each between 2 of my markers. So always 1 space with a marker and 1 space without a marker in turns. First we crochet this first space to be straight. Chain 2, then crochet 2 double crochets into each of these 2 chain stitches with 2 chain stitches in between them. 2 double crochets, 2 chain stitches, 2 double crochets, 2 chain stitches, and 2 double crochets. Then we chain another 2 to make our way to our next petal. For the petal, we again crochet 2 double crochets into the first and second stitch, which I then cast off together. Then 1 double crochet each into the following 3 stitches. And then again 2 double crochets casted off together. And now we reached one of our corners. For that, we chain 2 stitches and then crochet 2 double crochets around the first 2 chain stitches. Then we chain 2 more stitches, and around the second pair of chain stitches, the middle ones here, I crochet 2 double crochets, 5 chain stitches and another 2 double crochets. So first 2 double crochets, then 5 chain stitches and another 2 double crochets. Then we again chain 2, and around the last pair of chain stitches I again crochet 2 double crochets and then chain 2. As you can see, we started to form the corner here, and before we left it straight. And like that, you crochet row number 9 all the way around with the remaining 3 corners and 3 straight parts. Alright, I reached the end of row 9. Now I chain 2 and crochet a slip stitch into the first stitch before we continue with row 10. Chain 2 for the height and 1 double crochet into the first stitch. Then 1 double crochet into the middle stitch, and into the last 2 stitches we again crochet 2 double crochets that we cast off together. And now we reach another straight part, where we crochet 2 double crochets around each chain. So everywhere we did 2 chain stitches in the previous row. All of them are separated by 2 chain stitches. So start with 2 chain stitches, 2 double crochets, chain 2, and so on. And number 4. So on these straight parts you crochet 2 double crochets 4 times, and before and after each one we chain 2. Next we crochet 2 double crochets and cast them off together. Then 1 double crochet in the middle and another 2 that we cast off together, all for our petal. Next we crochet another corner, and around the first 2 chains we again crochet 2 double crochets. So chain 2 stitches, 2 double crochets, chain 2, 2 double crochets, and chain another 2 stitches. And now this arc of 5 chain stitches I crochet just as before in row 9. I crochet 2 double crochets, 5 chain stitches, and 2 more double crochets into this arc. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 double crochets around the chain. And around the last 2 chains here we again crochet 2 double crochets each, separated by 2 chain stitches. We end with 2 chain stitches and then continue with the next petal. Start with 2 double crochets casted off together, 1 double crochet, and another 2 casted off together. Next is another straight part. And just like that, we get the corners here and the straight parts here. So continue like this until you reach the end of row 10. Last but not least, I'm gonna show you how to close this round. Because for round 10, that's different from the rounds before. Before, we always crochet 2 chain stitches and a slip stitch. But now, there's no chain stitches and we crochet 1/2 double crochet into the first stitch. So after the 3 double crochets, yarn over and go directly for the 1/2 double crochet. And after that, we continue with row 11 in part 3 of this tutorial.